far, the Latin Riddler, he's been out here doing his thing. You know, shout out Free World, shout out Red Tables. You know what I'm saying? He's always out here performing. I think that's where I first saw you. Yeah. And you know, you kill it. You know what I'm saying? Always coming out supporting. I know you signed up for the contest too. So tell us about yourself. Where are you from? You know, who are you? Everything.
Well, I was born and raised in Florida.
Okay.
I'm actually from Apopka, so deep in the A. I was just, you know, growing up, it was me and my pops a lot of the time. My pops is like my inspiration. You feel me? Shout out Pops. You know, he was one of the reasons why I ended up started doing music too.
Okay, he did music?
No, he didn't. It's not that he didn't do music, but he introduced me to so much of it that I started to fall in love with it a different way. You feel me? He used to have like DJ mixes. He used to listen to like EDM. He used to listen to rap, mix it all up.
Yeah.
So
he put you on.
Absolutely, for sure. Like he's introduced me to Big Pun, which is one of my inspirations right now. So all that good stuff.
Big Pun. What about Nas?
Nas, I dive into it a little bit. But I'll search up Nas a little more. I'll dive deeper.
Alright, word. So like, what made you start like really taking it serious? Where you're like, man, I gotta go full throttle. I gotta go in. I gotta talk my ish.
Genuinely, I would say it had to be after my first show.
Okay.
What was your first show? Was Burger Fest. Shout out Cheeseburger, by the way.
Alright, shout out Cheeseburger.
Burger Fest, I believe it was in February. So
was
around
recently?
the time. Yeah.
Dang, you been just hitting the ground running,
Yeah, absolutely. I had dropped like an EP, so I was hyped. And my boy was like, come do this show with me. I was like, alright, cool. And
ever since.
I saw how the crowd kind of reacted, how everything was moving. I was like, nah, this is, you know.
Yeah, because you bring that energy, you know. It's one thing to create, you know, and have a song and have a powerful message, but just like I tell my youth, I'm like, man, y'all gotta deliver that. Like, y'all gotta really, like, get their attention. Make them get off their phone and be like, yo, hold on, I gotta listen to him. You know, be the edge of the seat. So that's dope. But yeah, like so for you, you said your father influenced you, he helped you and everything like that. What else, like, do you feel like kind of drove you to really, like, doing your thing?
Partially like a spiritual journey too. I feel like this does a lot of healing for my inner child as well. Like when I was growing up, I really wanted to be like an actor. I was set to be an actor. I was like, oh, I want to be, you know, just having fun. If I'm on stage and doing whatever, it's cool. But you know, it wasn't like I really genuinely thought about the entire process of it. And like even now, I'm going to school for it at Valencia, and I'm just trying to, you know, make everything work. So I still want to do it, but like when it started to get into music, it was like I felt like now certain things and certain parts of me are getting heard in different ways. So it feels like now it has a voice in a sense. So that partially drives me to do music too.
So why the Latin Riddler? Like, why the mask? Like, it's dope. Why?
Originally the mask was because I used to not really like being seen. Like I used to want to record stuff and do all, you know, all this stuff on camera, but personally I never really like how I looked, so it was a lot of like self-doubt, self-confidence issues.
I appreciate you being so vulnerable with that.
No problem, man. But yeah, it was definitely that, and then it just became kind of a thing for me to wear the mask around, and then I wore it to my first show, and everybody's like, "Oh, the mask is sick." You're like I fucking with the mask.
Yeah, it's like the purge vibe.
Yeah.
Yo, come here to purge all y'all.
You feel me? So it was like once I started to get that down, I was like, I kind of like the idea. Then I made it kind of into like a character in a sense. So I post on social media solely with the mask, but you're not gonna get the best version of me until you come to the show.
I love that. Thank you so much for being so vulnerable. I feel like a lot of times women are the main ones that talk about how their appearance is something that they're, you know, like, you know, insecure about, but a lot of times artists and even men deal with that as well. And I know women and men sometimes, like, they might even stop themselves from wanting to perform or do something because they feel like, nah, I don't look the image. It's like, well, what is that image? You know, society has forced us to really think that there's this certain way someone has to look, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, it's just you and your music. You know, you deserve this platform, and it does not matter, you know, if somebody was blind, they should be able to still listen to your song and be moved by it. So I do think that's important, that we don't get so caught up in the image, because even myself, a lot of times I'm like, man, you know, I gotta word that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, whatever, you know, it's still me, I'm here, and stuff like that. So what are some goals that you have, like some things that's coming up that you're planning on doing, that you're doing? So
as of right now, I'm doing kind of like an album mode / EP mode. I've just
Album
been
mode.
really working. I got a concept EP that I'm working on called Behind the Mask.
Okay.
It's gonna be like some of the more realest songs that I got. And then I want to have an album be pushed out hopefully either by my birthday or maybe the end of the year.
Okay.
Called Good Vibes Express.
Hey.
It's just a whole bunch of bangers and, you know, feel good hype music.
Alright.
And, you know, it's something for
Super
everybody to
dope.
be in mind.
Any videos?
I'm working on a video, yeah. I'm working on a video
that
for
mask with
Mine.
some smoke, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I'm working
crazy.
on video and even content purposes for that. So
Alright.
we have to start getting into the groove of that
Word. So I know you signed up for this contest. You know, you excited for that? You gonna take that?
Absolutely.
Take the bag.
Absolutely. That's
You
what I
came
came
with the
here for.
energy,
You feel
man.
me?
May 28th, we got a $500 contest. I think we have 1 or 2 slots left. So if you haven't signed up and you're like iffy about it, don't wait, because it's going quick, you know?
It's much love to everybody.
Yeah, but
I
it's
came
much
to take
love,
that bag,
man.
too.
At the end of the day, I'm doing it, but I really want everybody to know, like, it's about having good sportsmanship.
Of course.
Because we're not, like, yeah, it's cool, the winner, but everyone's winning anyway. We're celebrating our artistry, coming out to perform and, you know, have a good time. And I really just want everybody to have good sportsmanship, because I cannot stand when people have pride and ego and they think they better. And it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything in life has a season. You know how many times I've went to a competition as a kid and, you know, I was like, dang, I didn't win this one. But so what? I'm still dope, you know? And it's like, it actually motivates you to go harder, because sometimes when there's like an incentive, you're like, man, I gotta give my all.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to have you on the contest May 28th. Again, shout out. We have some slots open. And, you know, like I said, we talk a lot of people about mental health and stuff like that. So if you could give your younger self like a piece of advice, right? Because I know you just recently kind of get started in the game. What would it be that would maybe help to like push you at an earlier age?
Your strength is the reason that I'm still doing this now.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. Your strength is the reason that I'm still doing this now.
Okay.
The reason that I say that is because now, as I'm older, I look back at that younger self of mine and I'm like, listen, I wanna make us both happy at the end of the day. I want us to both, you know, thrive in whatever way we see it.
Yeah.
And as of right now, you know, this music stuff is where I thrive. You feel me?
Word,
And that's
most
where I feel like
definitely.
I'm best.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you. We always love watching you. And one last thing I do want to say is, some people that are shy, you know, they turn up beast mode on the stage. What do you do to go from like just chilling to like, yo, TLR is out here, the Latin Riddler is like literally.
It's actually kind of funny because, like I said, I'm also doing acting stuff, but for some reason, whenever I get on stage right before it happens,
What you
it's
do?
kind of like my mentality
Rebel?
blacks out. No, it's just my mentality blacks out. It's like it's either now or never. So I put all that pressure on myself, and I'm like, it's either I kill this shit like how I want to and how I'm supposed to, or, you know what I'm saying, we move on to the next thing.
Right.
But either way,
Go
I start
110.
I start thinking about, you know, last performance, the performance before, and I'm like, what makes that any different from now? Why should I bring any less energy to the stage?
I love that. I love that. And it's also a respecting, you know, for the platform and for everybody there. You know, you want to give it your all. And like Lindsay was saying, the other artists, like, tomorrow's not promised, you know what I'm saying? So you can't just be like, yeah, well, I guess I'll get up here. Nah, man, you know, people are here to hear you, and, you know, you have an opportunity, you gotta get out there. So I've been inspired as well. You know, I'm even gonna have some of my youth, because we're sending a group of youth to California in July.
Okay.
And I want to have them watch your performance, because I'm trying to teach them about delivery.
Hell yeah.
You know, because there's so many aspects to artistry. You know, it's not just the content, it's the delivery.
Oh, yeah.
Because unfortunately, people can have crazy metaphors, similes, wordplay, all this figurative language, everything, but it goes over people's head because they're here to still be entertained somewhat and watch you, and you're just like, yeah, you know, I came up. Nah, I came up. Like,
yeah, you gotta be
you
deep
know,
in your zone. And your
not
bag
so
for
much
real.
in the volume, but like the delivery. And I need them to understand. So you already know the Latin Riddler here. Introduce your track. Tell us one more time where we can find you.
You can find me everywhere at the Latin Riddler on music platforms. It's gonna be under TLR. And this song that I'm putting on today is gonna be dropping hopefully May 12th. It's called Who Am I? And I don't know, man. I feel it's great. I feel it's great. You feel me? I love this shit. And I can't wait for y'all to hear it, man. Much love to everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. And shout out Indie Jam. Shout out Free Yourself.
Yes.
Love everybody. Everybody that's in my lives. Love y'all too. Appreciate everybody, man. Thank you.
Get into it. You already know. Free Yourself Radio.
TLR, what the fuck that mean? The Latin Riddler, he the one that counts shit.